Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to Kottabos Space Program, where today we are going to be heading right back on into our career mode for science, and well, to try and find and gain more delicious science. Now, since the last episode, I did get that extra bit of science that we needed to get this science tech here, which I am very pleased to have now because it gives us the rechargeable battery, the Z10 rechargeable battery, the Science Junior, and a new bit of comms equipment. Now, I am most happy but honestly, about the battery pack, because one of the biggest issues with just the tiny little capsules, it doesn't hold a whole lot of power. So you can run into issues with longer term missions, but with this now, we can throw on a whole lot more. I mean, the Mark 1 pod holds 50 electric charge, whereas each one of these batteries holds 100. So we could use this to make more longer-term missions to gain more wonderful science. And of course, we can gain more science with this Science Junior. So I'm very pleased that we've got this now. And also at what it unlocked. Electrics. I am going to be shooting to try and get this on this particular episode. Now, it's 90 science, so I don't know if we will be able to reach it, because we currently have 7. But, you know what? We're gonna give it a go, see if we can, because it gives us an even bigger battery, some wonderful photovoltaic panels so we can make electricity to recharge said batteries, and it also gives us the Illuminator Mark 1 and Mark 2. Now, this is extraordinarily important because with this solar panel, we can start putting out missions that last essentially forever. We can put Kerbals into orbit with crappy little space stations. We could make landers to send to Minmus or the moon, and we'd be able to get back home again because we could generate electricity and our batteries would not run out. And this, of course, leads us to the possibility of satellites just chock full of science equipment to get everlasting science, and it would be glorious. And of course, the little wonderful quote up here, we did know about electricity before inventing spaceflight. The big breakthrough here was combining the two. I love it. Now, we also unlocked the space exploration to boldly go where no green man has gone before, as well as the, and with that, it opened up the mobility enhancer so we could have some ladders to get in and out of our capsules with landers, and a thermometer for more delicious science. And finally, it also unlocked a landing. Our engineers are nothing if not optimistic. I really do love the quotes that they add on to these things. They're just absolutely perfect for this game. And the landing one adds the micro landing strut and the small gear bay, so, we can have some more survivability with that. But yes, this episode, I doubt we'll be able to do it, but we're gonna shoot for this science, or the electrics, which requires 90 science to research. We have 7. I wouldn't hold my breath if I was you for us getting a hold of this one today, but we're gonna give it a go. So if we head over to the VAB, I'll show you the ship I built using our wonderful new batteries and Science Junior to try and get a whole boatload of science on this mission, and that is Orbital 1. I like this little rocket. Now that we have actual radial decouplers, I made a little bit of asparagus staging on this, so we've got our central rocket with 3 wonderful goo capsules on the, command module, a Science Junior, so we could, take a look at science, with a little engine and lander leg, so, because I want all of this to come back successfully. Hopefully, it would be wonderful if we could bring it back without crashing in a tragic ball of fiery death, but I'm not promising anything. And then the central rocket, I'm going to leave this engine off during the main flight. Normally I have all engines go for the flight to get off the landing, or not the landing, the launch pad. But on this one, I'm going to keep this off because I'm thinking we can use this stage, this whole stage, for orbital maneuvering, getting ourselves into our actual orbit and then deorbiting ourselves back to Kerbin. I'm pretty confident that we can get into space using these 4 sections here, along with the 4 boosters. I think it should work. It is a small rocket, pretty lightweight, so I think that these 4 engines combined with the solid rocket boosters should work. Now, I'm also wanting to test some command or action group controls. So when we hit 1, the Goo and the Science Junior will open their doors, and when we hit 2, we'll actually observe them to gain some science. So, you know, hopefully that works out well for us. I would enjoy it if it did, and I could just do it all on hitting 1, but I like the idea of opening the doors first, then doing the science. And adding the science equipment to action keys, I want to test out for future satellite missions, because my thinking is, once we get some permanent science satellites up there, I can go to the tracking station, go bam, click on a satellite and just hit 1, then 2, and we collect all the science, it'll transmit, and we'll be good to go. We'll, you know, be able to come back and research more things. So I wanted to test that on this mission. Hopefully it goes well. I think it should work fine, but we'll see. So let's just go straight to the launch pad and try and get this baby up into orbit. I don't think it should be a problem. I don't think it should be a problem at all. Kind of an odd time of day to be launching, but oh well, we will go for it, so let us launch. And one thing, hopefully you guys notice on here, I have increased the size of the UI from the last episode. It is noticeably larger, it's not as squint-inducing as it was in the last episode. So I hope this should be a good enough size for you guys all to see it perfectly fine. If not, if it still looks too small to you, please inform me in the comments. I'll bump up the size a little bit more. I think it's on medium size right now. So, yeah. I really don't want to raise it up too much larger, but you know what? If it is still hard for you guys to see, so you're sitting there going, what in the world is he doing? Then, yeah, I will make sure to bump it up for you. But yeah, looks good to me at the moment, and this rocket seems to be going quite well. We're up to nearly 20,000 meters. Got a nice little turn going. We're about to lose this second stage, so hopefully... There we go. Now, if we go to the map view and see... Oh, we're at 50,000 right now. I think we should get up to about 80,000 and then circularize our orbit from there. I think that will be a good plan. I think that should give us plenty of space to maneuver around in and do what we need to do for gaining science, though I angled the ship far too much there. Let's do this stage only. And this should save us some fuel on circularizing. So let's do that maneuver now. Whoop, that's too much, that's too much, that's way too much. 377,000. Yeah, we do not need that much altitude. 100,000? No, still too much. Let's bring it down. 75 and 84. Let's just bring that around this way. No, we do need to go that direction. There we go, 80, oh, no. Oh, you know what, that's fine. Alright, it'll be a 42-second burn, so we will start circularizing at about 22 seconds or so. And we've still got plenty of fuel in this stage, so this should be fine for not only getting our orbit, but also deorbiting. Hopefully, it should be perfectly capable of doing both of those. We've got plenty of fuel in this stage left, so that is a good thing. And the amount of power we have is still good. We've only lost 2 electric charge since launch. And we've got plenty thanks to those batteries, so hopefully that all goes as planned. Now we've almost reached our point for burning. And wait for it. Yeah, there we go. We'll go now. It's a little bit early, but a little bit early, but it should work fine. Okay, so let's see here. About 25 seconds left. We should get a nice orbit out of this, and we'll be able to do a couple of science bits here. Now, I'm looking forward to testing out the EVA report, as in the comments for the last video, I was informed that you can do multiple EVA reports, as EVA reports over each biome will create essentially completely different and independent reports, so that you can have multiples of those and gain science for each and every one. So now that we got a nice orbit, let's actually try that out right now. Let's put Jebediah on EVA and do an EVA report. Now we're over the Kerbin waters, and you've recorded your observation about the situation. So that's 8 science. We will keep that data, board back in, and while we're on the, science kick, let's hit 1 to open up the Mystery Goo pods and the Science Junior. Oh, I like that Science Junior. It's cool. It's got like a computer module in there, and it's got these flaps that opened up. That's quite awesome. I like it. And then hit 2 to grab all the science. Now, the goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. Oh, we got that last time. So, observation while in space near Kerbin. 10 science. Excellent. Then, 25 for the material study while in space. The microgravity has greatly affected the growth of crystalline structures. Loose objects are also flying around the bay in a very messy but fascinating manner. Aha, I love it, and that's 25 science. That is great. And we got the same goo observations again there and there. Excellent, I like it. Let's do ourselves a crew report as well. And that's just space near Kerbin, so nothing much interesting there. We'll keep that. Head back to the map view and see... Oh man, we are really high, or not high up, we are really in the dark right now, so... Let's fast forward time here. Not for you guys, but for the actual game, until we're back in the light. And I'm going to take another scientific reading over here. So I'm hoping that should put us close enough to those mountains that acts as another biome. Let's see. So, stop. And let's do an EVA again for Jebediah. Ooh, he is not holding on. Let's grab EVA report. Oh, grasslands. So we've recorded observations about the situation over the grasslands. We were too far away for the mountains, but oh well. And let's look at the map to see what the next biome we will encounter is. Ooh, the desert. Excellent. This is actually going to be quite fortuitous. I was hoping to check out the desert, and we might... You know what, we might be able to land in the desert. I think that might be good. If we take a reading here and then burn hard, we might be able to land in the desert. So, let's... Ooh, you know what? We're going to stop, or not stop, but bring time back to normal there, too, over the weird crater. I wonder if that is a unique biome. Let's find out. For science, of course. And, you know, things. And that should be good. So let's check this out. EVA. Grab. EVA report. Ah, just over Kerbin waters again. Darn, that's disappointing. I was hoping that would have something interesting. And I don't know if it will over these mountains here. Let's fast forward a little bit. I don't know if this is a thin enough range. Or if it is a thin enough range that it won't actually register as foothills or something like that. But let's find out. Okay. EVA report. Ah. Okay. Maybe he has to board any... Oh, wait. Huh, okay, yeah, board anyways. Okay, yeah, we'll just go for the desert. I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but it didn't work out as well as I had hoped. Well, let's actually slow down time, because while we're trying to get over the desert, I'm going to try and get myself on this retrograde point so we can grab the EVA report and then start hard burning to land somewhere over here. I think that would work out very well for us. If we could just get over there. We go right on the prograde point. SAS, please take over. Fast forward a little bit. And that should be good. That should get us... Ooh, white flash on the screen there. That should get us what we need for the desert, hopefully. Yes, Kerbin deserts. Excellent. So we're getting just all these wonderful EVA reports for each biome, adding to our overall science, which is just so much fun. So let's hard burn. Let's try and get ourselves landed in this desert. Ooh, I'm kind of doubting we will. Perhaps, well, maybe. Which fuel do we have left in this stage? Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot at all. But it may very well be enough, as we do still have the second stage. Okay, let's release that and have that engine go. And yeah, we'll just keep on burning retrograde for a bit until we're clear of those hills. I don't want to land in the hills. I would like for all of my science to survive, because maybe we can even grab a soil sample. Ooh, though if we do that, ooh, that probably won't go very well, as we don't have a ladder or anything, so we couldn't actually get back into the capsule. Ooh, I don't know how that's gonna go. We'll see. Perhaps, but most likely not. Let's just align ourselves there with a nice re-entry. And we'll be coming in over this not quite deserty desert from the texturing up here. It just looks like some sort of prairie. Looks like a nice deserty area though on the map. We'll have to see what the textures look like as we get closer down, because I actually haven't been over this way since the big graphics overhaul. So I'm intrigued to see what this whole area looks like. I think it should be fun, hopefully. And we should start getting some wonderful atmospheric effects here in a moment. Good times. This is going to be a good mission. We're going to have a lot of science from this. I haven't honestly been keeping tabs on everything, so... Oh, you know what? I just realized I should have put a Communitron on here because because we've been using the engine so much, this has not been using as much electrical charge as I had feared. So we could have put a Communitron on this thing. Let's actually close up all those doors. We could have put the Communitron on here, sent all that science, and then done those missions again, but I was stupid, and overestimated the amount of electrical charge that we would use, which disappoints me, but oh well, this mission still should produce a whole lot of science for us. There we go. Doing alright. Oh, we got like some little lakes over there, little oasis. Very nice, lovely. Let's put down the gear, or gears, landing legs rather, and deploy the parachute to start slowing us down. Turn off the SAS because we don't need that anymore. And this should be a good landing. We got a little bit of rolling terrain here, but that shouldn't cause much of an issue. I'm more worried about how heavy all this is with just this small little parachute, so I may have to turn the engine on briefly to slow us down a bit more before we land, because I don't know if these legs will be able to take a whole lot. So we'll have to see. It should be interesting. Hopefully it should go well, and Jebediah will Jebediah will survive either way. That capsule will live through it. I just want the Science Junior to survive. I think it would be glorious if it did. Now, if only I had a ladder so that we could get back into the capsule, I would then jump out and grab a soil sample. We could still go on EVA and do an EVA report from the desert, but I don't know how great that'll be. Let's turn on the engine a bit to kill off some more of this speed. Alright, we are almost on the ground. Okay. Boop, there we go. Excellent. We have landed perfectly well. Let's do an EVA and EVA report. This is a most precarious situation. Oh, well, you're not flying over the Kerbin deserts. You're landed. Huh. Interesting. Oh, get back in and let's recover this vessel and see what kind of science data we got overall. I'm very intrigued to see. So let's just recover that. Come on, load. 90 science! We got the 90 I was shooting for. Yes! That is wonderful. So we got 82.9 science total, which got us over the 90 mark. So we will be able to get to these solar panels. And yes, that means we can start making tiny little space stations. I.e. just putting Jebediah into orbit with a couple of solar panels and some science gear. It'll work. So yeah, we got 1.9 science from the crew report near Kerbin, 8 from over water, the EVA report, 8 from the grasslands EVA report, 8 from the desert EVA report, 5.6 while flying over the Kerbin desert, even though he wasn't actually flying. But hey, 5.6 science, it's great. Material study 25. The mystery goo was sort of lackluster. It got 10 originally, then 4.4, then 2, so it's diminishing returns the more experiments you have of the same variety on your vessel, which makes sense, but yeah, that's interesting. I like that. And then the 10 science for the recovery. Excellent. So let's just go on and buy that right now. Research 90. There we go. Ooh, and what did we unlock? Precision engineering. Precise engineering techniques allow for construction of even smaller parts. So we get some liquid engines, the Rockomax, good old Rockomax, and then some RCS fuel tanks, but no RCS engines. Okay, but we got some little fuel tanks here, some little engines. That should be interesting. I like it. Another power thing, so more batteries and more solar panels. Excellent. Whoa, holy crap, 160 science. But advanced electrics, we're fairly certain no one will ever need more than 64 kilowatts of power for anything. Oh, you'd be surprised with the Interstellar mod. Oh, and then advanced exploration. They are self-deploying astronaut mobility enhancement devices. I don't know what you mean by ladders. Okay, so we get the barometer, more science, lovely, and 2 delicious ladders. That is glorious. Oh, though, dear God, 160 science. Oh, so I don't know what we should buy next. We should probably pick up some of these cheaper ones. And, perhaps this one next. It's 45. That'll be easy to pick up. And then we can have a Stay Putnik. And the Stay Putnik plus this, the electrics, we could get a satellite into space. And that would be wonderful. We can just have it keep going around, sending stuff back. It would be great. So yeah, I think that is what we are going to try. Well, actually, I'll probably grab it between episodes, and then perhaps in the next episode we'll launch up some satellites to gather some science, though this might be good, though so would this. Oh, it's all wonderful. We'll have to see. I'll probably go with the flight controls. Because tumbling out of control may be fun, but our engineers insist there's more to rocket science than that. That would be wonderful. But yes, that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you all have enjoyed, and that, of course, that you come back for the next. But until then, thank you for watching, my friends, and as always, have a good one.